Hello everyone and welcome to the Diversified Investor channel. Your host Levi. Hey, I'm so excited to share with you a stock this week. It is EXPI. It's the ticker symbol EXP Worldwide Holdings. This is in the real estate services industry and it's really boomed. In the past year it's rose 694% in stock price. That's just phenomenal. You usually don't see this happen in the real estate industry, but with everything else going on in the markets and the explosion of everything else, this has profited really well. This is a lesser known company than some of the other picks that I've shown on this channel. I was researching this company and what I came across in their presentation was they have three different segments to their company. The first one is EXP Realty, and this is a cloud-based platform for brokerages where agents are able to sell homes. The next one is the Verbella, and that is a workplace tech that's virtual, so you don't have to be on site to make this happen. And then the third one is called Success, and what this is personal development resources and media. So this really helps the agents become better at what they're doing and in their path to becoming a professional in this line of work. Here is a page from their most recent presentation they made to investors. You can see here that they almost doubled their revenue for the past year in 2020. That's just really good for a small company like this that's growing very quickly. Now you can see that their net income, the story has completely changed. In 2019 they were losing money, but now in 2020 they've actually made net income of $31 million. This really helps the business, helps them be able to expand and grow. You can see here the chart on the right, and you can see the exponential growth in this bar graph. This is really what I'm looking for when looking at stocks. You want this stair-stepping type look to these charts, and you can really see that growth is happening. This is amazing. Just look at their growth in the agents that they have had signed up with this program. 63% year over year growth. That's what the YOY means. Now, if they have 48,000 agents right now in their company, you can only imagine if they continue to add, say, 50% on a conservative basis each year, you're going to have around 100,000 agents here in 2023. So this is one thing to really look at to see, is EXP really going to be able to maintain this growth, or is it going to really drop? If we take a look at the ROE of EXPI, we see that it's a 32%. That's pretty good. Now, if you look at this chart here in Webull, you can see that this is the first year that it's positive for investors. This is a really key time here in history because up until now, the company has actually been losing money year after year. But now this is at a point where they're actually turning a profit, proving to investors that they can generate cash by the end of the year. Now, this is really good. Now, I created other videos on the metric, the financial ratio of ROE, and I'll link them up here for you. 32% ROE is pretty good, but there are some other ones there in the market that are just outstanding that are in the 70 to 80%. So I just wanted to point that out to you. As a diversified investor, you want to be looking in all markets of the stock market and make sure that you're getting the cream of the crop. What I really found interesting about this particular company is that they told that there's no franchise fees. If you think about other franchise structures, there's a very high franchise fee that the people have to pay to be part of this program. So with this one, agents are able to enter at a very low cost, a very low startup expenses and fees, and they're able to immediately start working in this industry and start working with the brokerage. So this is a very interesting company that I think is very powerful, because what they've done is they've evolved the business. What I mean by that is they've taken the best of different areas of business and collaborated to make it the best, wrapped all into one for the real estate industry. So they've added a attractive commission structure, and they've been able to make it so that winners in that area are able to attract other winners, and it just makes the whole business all that much better. What I find fascinating by EXP is that they've really brought the community factor to the company. They've made it possible for participants, the agents, be able to work with each other and be able to have a mutual relationship with the company. So agents are able to be compensated, including revenue sharing, and really be able to be connected with the company, more so than if they were out on their own trying to do it independently. Recently I was in the Zillow app and looking at homes on Trulia as well. Both of these are really great, easy ways to look at houses and homes, places to rent. This is all part of the real estate industry, and it's really changed in the past couple of years. This is competition that EXP is really going to have to look at and tackle. So one of the things that they do to stay ahead of the competition is they inked a deal with Grant Cardone. And you might have heard of his name. He's just got a real estate empire, very outspoken personality, and he is in that industry and really has been able to allow other people around him to learn as well. So this is something that I'm very interested to learn about, because the whole real estate landscape has changed with COVID and how people interact with workplaces and the places that they live. So this is something that I want to make sure is part of my portfolio, and you can see here that I've included this in my Cash App portfolio. What I'm going to do, like all the other ones as a diversified investor, is on a quarterly basis I'm going to be looking at this stock and seeing if their fundamentals continue to stay strong and continue to rise. These are the companies that are healthy and that are managed well. The ones that aren't are going to fall off my radar. I'm not going to contribute to them if their fundamentals decline, like their total revenue for a year or their quarterly net income, things like that. If they get into trouble with debt and are having to pay a lot of money towards that, then that's not going to be something that is attractive to me. I'm going to want to put my money elsewhere. Well, this was an interesting find for me in the real estate industry. It was unexpected, but is one that I'm glad I found and added to my portfolio. Again, I didn't add very much because I only wanted to be 1 to 2% of my total net worth. I want to make sure that I catch those other big winners out there and have enough capital to put towards them when they continue to grow. So I realize that I can't get it right every time, but I can make sure to research, be a diversified investor, and no matter what the markets are doing, that I'm going to have a balanced portfolio. I'm going to be able to take profits when I got a good gain on one, and be able to contribute towards those that are at a bargain price. So let me know what you guys think of this, what your portfolio looks like. If you're diversified, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And I look forward to creating more videos for you guys as a diversified investor. I hope you become more diversified with your stock picks if you're not already. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.